Hi there, today we're going to discuss about delete, rollback, truncate and drop a table in MySQL and what is the difference between delete and truncate. So let's get started with delete and rollback. So delete is a DML command, it's a like data manipulation which deletes the existing record from the table in the database. It can delete one or more rows depending on the condition. So the syntax would be delete from table name where condition. So think about this is the table, I'd like to delete the ID 3. The syntax would be delete from table name where ID equal to 3. Then it's get deleted. Same way, once it's deleted, how will roll back? So rollback is basically can be applicable to only the delete statement. It's not applicable to create, alter and drop. So delete, basically once you delete, if it's not committed, then we can roll back. So the syntax would be auto commit, then the start transaction, then delete whichever you want to delete from the table, then you can do the rollback. So now think about this ID 3 has been deleted, then I have to roll back. So after the rollback, what will happen? The record will restore again into the database. So let's see in practically how could we do that. Let's go to the MySQL workbench. So here I'm going to use the SQL_org database and the table is the student. So basically if you like to know how to create table and how to create database and how to insert record into the table, there is an existing video. I'll put a link into the description. To see the data inside this table, so you can click on this icon here, or you can write the syntax select star from student. So if you execute, there is 6 records are there, ID 1, 2, 6. So basically I want to do delete and rollback. So the syntax will start with set auto commit equals to 0. So the auto commit is not set up. So to execute this command, enter. Now my requirement is I like to delete so let's see the records first. So my requirement is I like to delete the IDs whose name starts with R. So it will get deleted ID 1 and ID 6. So to do that, so let me first fetch those ID. To do that, select star from student where name like R and percentage. So these are the regular expression. We'll talk about more in upcoming lectures. So if I execute now this, now you could see this ID 1 and 6 got fetched and 2 row is returned. So now what I need to do, so I need to do start transaction and execute this. So now after that I like to delete this. So delete, the syntax would be delete, and it is same from the table name and the condition. So I just copy and paste, and I like to delete this where the name starts with R. So let me execute this. Now you could see it's executed successfully. 2 rows affected. So now if I do select start from R, there won't be any record here. So you could see there is no records are there. That's good. Now what I need to do now, I need to do rollback. So the syntax would be rollback and execute, which is command enter again. So rollback successfully is done. So if I execute now line number 5, I should have those data ID 1 and 6. So let me execute this. So that's great. Now you could see the ID 1 and 6 return back. So you can roll back like this. Suppose you mistakenly delete some records and you want to roll back, so you need to follow these steps. That's great. Now coming to the truncate table. So let's go to the presentation. So truncate is basically, it will delete the data from a table, but it will leave the skeleton of the table, like the structure of the table. So it doesn't use the where clause. So basically now syntax would be truncate table name, and this is a DDL, is a data definition language for the command is called DDL, and truncate falls under DDL, data definition language. Suppose now you have a table like this. Now if I do truncate table and table name, what will happen? It will have the ID, name, password, but from the data from 1 to here, everything will get deleted. So like this, it will have the table structure, but it will not have any data. So let's see in practically how does it work. Let's go to the MySQL workbench. So now we have a table student, right? So we have a data in student table. So if I do now again, select star from student, we have data like 6 records are there. Now if I do the truncate table and the table name. So if I do it, the all data will be gone. So if I'll do execute again, command enter. Now if I'll do select star from student again, there is no data, but the table structure is there, like ID, name, address, state, all and so on. All this structure is there. So if I do describe student, you can see all the columns are there, which is defined here, like ID, name, and the data type and the primary key. All the details are there. So difference between delete and truncate. Delete, basically it will delete the records, rows, but it will not delete all the data. It will delete based on the condition. But in truncate, it will delete everything from the table. Last one is the drop table. So let's see the definition of this. Again, SQL drop is a DDL, is a data definition language, and it will delete the table and all the data from the table. So syntax will be drop table and table name. And suppose you have a table here like this and all this data. If I do the drop table and table name, it will get deleted every drop table. So if I'll do drop, now you could see here the student table is there under SQL_org. So if I do drop table and if I do student and if I execute command enter, now if I do select star from student, now you could see here this is the error, table SQL_org.student doesn't exist, and here also you could see under SQL_org there is no student table. It deleted the table and the data, everything. So that's it guys. Today we learned about what is delete and rollback and truncate a table, and what is the difference between delete and truncate, and what is how to drop a table. That's it. Thank you so much. If this video is useful to you, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Namaste.